I'm Ben. I'm starting a course at AUT studying communications, and I'm keen to know what the television industry has for me.
Hi, you must be Ben.
Hi there.
Yeah, well, welcome to Dave Mason Productions. You know, we're a small production company, and I understand you're not really quite sure what you want to do in television.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, we make quite a wide range of programmes here, and we'll be able to give you a good grounding, and maybe you can make a few decisions after that. Or maybe decide not to get into television at all. We're an independent production company. There's a lot of independent production companies around New Zealand, and in fact around the world. The way the industry has changed over the years has meant that most of the TV productions that you see on TV and corporate productions are now made by independent producers like ourselves. When we're going in full production with like this series of Just the Job, we have about 19 people working on the programme.
One of Dave's team members is Lorraine, who has a very important role, as Ben found out.
I'm associate producer and production manager, the two roles combined.
All right, and what does that include?
You're in charge of the budgets, the planning for shoots and the planning for the office. Not only do I look after the travel arrangements for the crews, I look after the day-to-day running of the office, the edit suites. I'm responsible for making sure that all the shoots go according to plan and come in on budget, so that, you know, you've got to negotiate deals. It's very exciting.
When a program's made, the content has to be researched. There are two researchers on Just the Job, Melinda and Rebecca.
Researchers is sort of the first port of call. We'll be the first out in the field to gather all the information. Do a lot of phone calling, talking to people, preferably go out and meet them and find out all about what they do. Give me a call if there's any problems, otherwise we'll see you then. Okay, thanks Sam. It's the people that you meet and the places that you go, and sort of going out on shoots and getting to experience things that you wouldn't otherwise get to.
The research role is probably one of the best jobs in television. I always maintain it is, because you get out and about, you get to meet people, you become fond of knowledge. It means that you can talk to a lot of people about different subjects, and you know what you're talking about because you've done a lot of research about it.
So, armed with some background knowledge, it was time for Ben to get some practical experience.
The main person on a shoot is the director. You have to do what he says, and it's this man here. Okay, this is Reuben.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, Reuben's directing the shoot today.
Reuben put Ben to work, and the work over 4 days shooting was varied from camera assistant to sound assistant, from keeping up with location paperwork to trolley dolly.
The role of a director, how does it differ from the other roles on the job?
Well, basically, a director doesn't actually do anything. They are coordinating the camera person and the researcher and the editor, and so they're basically coming up with a plan for the actual telling the story. So a producer gets the money together, they create the relationships with whoever's paying for it, and they hire on all the crew, you know, me, you, all those sort of people.
Oh, yeah.
And then I come up with a plan for shooting the story and shooting a scene, and you know, you go through, and I'm quality control on set, making sure that the performance is good enough, making sure that the camera shots are telling the story, you know, making sure we're clearly getting the information we need across.
While out on the shoot, Ben caught up with the production's senior cameraman, Stephen, who's been in the business for many years.
Well, I've worked on numerous sporting events, rugby, cricket, netball. I've worked on the America's Cup when it was in Auckland. I was working out of the helicopters. I've been to 2 Olympic Games, I've been to Commonwealth Games, I've travelled the world, various shows, garden shows and home and living shows, so it's been a good career.
Once all the footage for the stories has been shot, it's back to the production base, and it's here that the stories are edited under the watchful eye and direction of Reuben.
The editor's doing the actual, you know, typing of the keys and making a lot of the decisions there, but I'm there to make sure that the story's being told and that we're making the best choices we can.
The final stage in the production process is the sound mix, and it's here that yours truly will add any extra voiceover required, which is then mixed with the rest of the sound for the program. A post-production sound mixer role is another career avenue that Ben could follow.
What we'll do is these first 4, the rest of them are okay.
Yeah.
So
is that my muck-up or someone else's?
No. It's just a few alterations from various people, including me.
Okay.
So I made a couple of changes as well.
Cool.
So if we can do that.
Hello.
We'll read that line, the fish are anaesthetised,
Yeah.
and that comes in at 3:15.
Wow.
Thank you.
The fish are anaesthetised by Morris to avoid stress during the weighing process. Rowan chucks on a dry suit so he can have a go.
When you pick the fish up, Rowan,
Perfect.
you've got to be really careful.
Tyrol.
Hey!
Hey, you sound surprised when you said perfect.
So how did you get into television?
It was a bit of luck, and a bit of chance, really. I knew a director from TVNZ, and we had a little chat and stuff about wanting to get into presenting and stuff, and he didn't really have anything for me at the time, but one thing I learned from that is that you have to keep a good rapport with people and have a really good first impression, and that, because he didn't have anything for me then, but then Dave had the show and he said, look, I need a presenter for it, and then he goes, oh, I've got just the guy. I just think a lot of it's chance and who you know, and in New Zealand the TV industry is so small that everyone does know everyone, so you know, if you're good, and then I suppose people talk and you get more work, hopefully. So Ben's experience is over, but what was the best part for him?
I'd have to say the best bit was definitely the travel, the getting to meet all the new people, the stories you hear, all that kind of thing.
Yeah? Were you surprised at the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes?
Definitely, there was way more work behind the scenes than I thought that goes into every single episode. It's just amazing.
For more information about corporate productions, check out our website at www.davemason.co.nz or call us on 09810 7241 or mail us at dave@davemason.co.nz.